Hi everyone, so I am in love with the projects that I am going to share with you today. I am using the Gingerbread House Add-on that is part of Honeybee Stamp's new holiday release, which if you're watching this video, it means that the release is live, so be sure to check out Honeybee Stamp's website to see all the great new products that they've released for the holidays. I think there are over 60 of them. In this video, we're going to take the Gingerbread House Add-on and we are going to make a couple of gingerbread houses. So to start, I'm just taking my house base and I cut the base out from the main house builder die that was previously released. And I just cut it out on some brown cardstock and I'm just inking over my stencil. This is the River Rock stencil, which is also part of the new Honeybee Stamps release with some white pigment ink. And I like that look of the stones that we get with the stencil. And now we're going to start putting together our house. So this is our roof. I cut it out with some ivory cardstock, and this roof is part of the Gingerbread House Add-on set. And then we also get this little layer of snow that I just glued to the top. That's also in the Gingerbread Add-on. And now we're going to start putting together the top part or the second floor of our house. I'm just putting some vellum behind that window there just to give it a realistic look, even though this is a gingerbread house. So I guess that's not very realistic, but why not? And this is the snowy little roof that we are going to add. And I'm going to cut it out on 2 pieces of cardstock just to make sure that it pops up a little bit from the frame. And I'm just applying my art glitter glue here. I recently started using this glue and I'm really liking it. I'm so used to using the Ranger Multimedia Matte, which you have to squeeze really hard to get it out of the bottle. And this one, you just sort of dot it on your little die cuts and it comes right out. But it's excellent and it adheres pretty quickly. So for the bottom of that roof, I just cut out some more of that little icy or snow layer on some vellum and I just hung it underneath the roof so that it looks like there's a little ice there. So you can make your that little piece look like either ice or snow, depending on whether you use white cardstock or whether you use vellum. And I thought at some parts of the house will have snow, other parts maybe will have some icicles dripping down. So that's why I'm varying it a little bit depending on which part of the house I'm working on. And this is our little chimney, and I put some snow on top of our chimney and also gave a couple of white highlights there just to add a little bit of interest. And now I'm going to take some foam tape and apply that all along the back of our roof because I want our roof to stand out from the rest of the house a little bit just to give it the slightest bit of dimension to make it interesting looking. At this point, I realized that I didn't ink up my little top parts of the house, so no problem. I just took my stencil and put it over those brown pieces and added the little stone detail there. Now I'm going to put our roof on top of our house, and that is looking good to me. And now we can start adding all of the little decorations we need for the first floor of the house. So this window frame I cut out from the main house builder set, and then the vellum, I just cut a little rectangle on my own to place it behind the window frame, again, just to help with the realistic look here. So it looks like it is a window. And then I'm going to attach it to the little frame, and that little scallop frame is part of the gingerbread add-on, as is this door and the frame also. I'm just going to attach those together. I just love the cute detail. And now we have another little layer of ice, and I'm going to put that at the base of the house, and I want it to stick up just a little bit. We're only going to see the tiniest bit of the ice peeking out, and then I'm going to add this detailing along the bottom of the house, which this little ivory piece is included in the gingerbread add-on. And for the door, I just decided to pop up the top part of the door a little bit, just so it stands out slightly. And the windows, I'm just adhering them flat to the base of the house using my art glitter glue. Probably used too much there, but it's okay. Now I'm going to add some white details along the edges of the door. So I'm just taking my white gel pen and just kind of making little dots all along the edges of the door just to make it interesting. Maybe that's icing, maybe they're little lights, just some little decorations. And then I'm going to add a wreath to the door. And the wreath is from the Gingerbread Add-on. And then I have this little bit of greenery that I'm going to add to the windowsills, and that is from the main House Builder set. I'm going to add some bows. And I think from here on out, all the decorations that I'm adding are from the Gingerbread House Add-on. And I just love that bow. There are 2 different layers of the bow. So you cut out a bow, and then the little center piece is a separate piece. And I love that because it just helps to give the bow dimension, because the bow or the center part, the knot of a bow, would be sticking out a little bit, and we get that effect with the dies. And then I just added some little holly berries to our wreath. And now I'm going to put together my candy canes. So here you have 2 options. You can do like I'm doing, which is to I cut out 2 different colored candy canes, and I'm just adhering the little stripes of the candy cane on top of the white version that I cut. So if you have a lot of patience, you can do this like I'm doing here, or you can just die cut, or you can stamp and die cut a candy cane from the Gingerbread Stamp Add-on that is also being released as part of Honeybee Stamps release. In fact, the Gingerbread Stamp set has little peppermints, it has gumdrops, it has candy canes, and they're all stamped, and you could just color them in and then die cut them out. But I just wanted to keep our house all die cut. I just love the look, and I actually like putting things like this together. It's really, really fun to me. So now I'm going to put together our little lollipops, and these pieces are included in the Gingerbread House Add-on. And you cut out the base of the lollipop and then just pop on the little lollipop section with a different colored cardstock. Then I'm going to place all that aside. And then we're going to add some little heart decorations to our windows. And those heart dies are included in the Gingerbread Add-on. And then we're going to add some little pink and red flowers, which are from the main House Builder set. Sorry, I was quiet for a second. I think there's a little bird outside my window. It's almost dusk, or I guess it is dusk, and I keep food outside, birdseed for the little birds that are in my backyard. And there's a little cardinal in particular who comes and visits me early every morning, and then right before bed, or I imagine he's about to go to bed, right before it gets too dark, to get like one last snack. So the little birds are out there getting their evening snack. So if you hear some chirping, that's what's going on. Okay, so now I'm just going to finish arranging all my little die cuts, and I love those little pink striped candy canes. And then I decided that it would be so adorable to add bows to the base of the lollipop, so that's what I'm doing here. And I think I'm definitely going to be making more cards using this die set. I've just had so much fun over the past few days just playing with this and making different little houses. And at the end, I'll also show you another way that you can use the Gingerbread Add-on. Now we're going to just apply these little gumdrops to the base of the house at the bottom here. So this is a super sweet decorated house for Christmas. So I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Does this look like a gingerbread house to you? Does this look like a candy cane house? Or does this just look like a regular house that you might find in your neighborhood for someone who just went all out decorating for the holidays? To me, I'm not sure. This one, it looks a little bit real to me. So maybe someone could decorate their house just like this. I'm going to show you another version of this gingerbread house that looks a little bit more like a traditional gingerbread house. Now I'm just dotting some snow in different spots on the house. So around the wreath and around the greenery on the windowsill. I'm going to add some white highlights to the gumdrops. And now I'm going to add a little layer of snow to the bottom of the house. So I just love how that looks. I think it really completes the look here, having that little layer of snow. Now I'm going to put some swirls on the candy canes. I thought that was the little finishing touch that was really, really needed to make those little candy canes come to life. And then I'm just going to add a tiny little fleck of highlight on the pink sections of the candy cane. And that looks good to me. So now it's time to put together the inside of our card. So using the House Builder die set, you can make a house-shaped card. And to do so, you just cut out 2 more houses and then this little piece here that I'm working on. And you would put adhesive on both sides. Here I'm using 1/8 of an inch adhesive strips, but also a 1/4 inch would work also. And then I thought it would be fun to add this inside to the card. It says, "I'll be gnome for Christmas." And then I just colored in the gnome with some colored pencils. And this is the last time you're going to get a chance to look at the inside of the card. I forgot to open it again when I kind of finish up the card later. So just be sure to take a good look at that gnome now. I think that's the last time you're going to see him. And now I'm just going to put my bone folder along the top, make sure that is all attached nicely, and then put some adhesive on the front of our card base and then add the card panel, and that's it. So now we have this lovely gingerbread house card, and the inside says, "I'll be gnome for the holidays." Little gnome on the inside, and that little gnome is part of Honeybee Stamps holiday release. I'll probably do a video with that stamp and die set at another time. And now let's take a look at, this is another option. So you can take the camper die by Honeybee Stamps and you can decorate your camper for Christmas as well. I'll have a video with a couple versions of campers coming up in about a week or so. And then this is the first gingerbread house that I made, which looks more like a traditional gingerbread house. So those are my projects, everyone. I had a great time playing with these products from Honeybee Stamps' new holiday release. Definitely be sure to check out Honeybee Stamps' website, and I will see you again soon in the next video. Have a great day.